At 15, what inspired you? Why so late? You know, was it? Did you enjoy cycling or?
No, it wasn't in my family at all. So the 2008 Olympic Games, I was playing football at the time for Llanelli, and I had trials with Swansea at the time as well. But I never made the cut, so I got a little bit kind of lost, and I watched the Olympics and saw Nicole Cook win the Olympic road race, and that, I don't know, just the spark of her being Welsh and things like that just got me into cycling. So I went from there really. I just joined Binny Cycling Club and started competing quite late after that. It took me 3 or 4 years to get the ball going, but yeah, it was worth it.
And are you still enjoying it?
Definitely. Yeah.
We got next. We got Imogen and then next. You can go, Imogen, you go first. Oh, that's a tough question. Apart from Imogen, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think I have a favourite, but most recent favourite rider to do something that's quite remarkable, I think, would be Alberto Contador winning his final ever race in the Tour of Spain last year. I think the way he went out is the way every athlete or cyclist wants to go out, and that was quite inspiring watching that.
Who was that, did you say?
Contador winning his last race in the Tour of Spain, yeah.
I'd probably say Marianne Vos. You know, she's dominated women's cycling for years, so she's quite an inspiration, really.
So just to follow up on that, if you're around 15, 16, going up to 17, that sort of age, and you're nearly good enough to be professional, what sort of thing would you be doing, do you think? What sort of programme would you be involved in if you weren't fully professional, obviously?
I have no experience in that.
Yeah.
You might be better off answering that question, but...
Yeah, I went through the British cycling routes, but I don't think you need to do that, you know.
Yeah.
There's only a certain amount of riders that they can take, and I don't think it's the end.
It's not the be-all or end-all, is it?
It's not. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing and training hard, and if you want it and if you're good enough, you will be picked up by something.
Yeah. Okay. Ben wants to ask a question.
What was your first race?
First race. So a lot of you have probably done the Pembrey cyclocross. So the Pembrey criteriums, they used to be on, they haven't been on for a few years, but I remember doing those. I think that was my first race, either there or in Main D. I can't remember which one. I'm feeling it's Pembrey because it's closer. I always feel really nervous because you prepare for it every single day. It's your job, so if you ride your bike every day, you might think it becomes easier, but when you always show up on that start line, there's always a little bit of butterflies in your stomach. So yeah, I'm always nervous but excited. It's usually the same thing.
I got a question. Obviously you've both been successful. Okay. What's your ambition now for the next year to 2 years? Anything in your sights that you're focusing on? Ambitions for the next couple of years?
The next 12 months, I think we haven't had. It's always like a grey area this time of year, so you don't really know what races you've got coming up. But I'd say there's a possibility we're going to the and they really want us out there. So I love the climbs.
And you like the climbs?
Unfortunately, they're not long enough for me, if I'm brutally honest. And those races are kind of not so much where I'd excel, but I might pick and choose a day where I can get in the breakaway, and then I might have a chance from the breakaway. I might not be there with the best climbers in the race because they've acclimatized to the 5,000 meter altitude, which we obviously haven't got yet.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
Yeah. You know how you feel, and if you want to take a day off that day, then don't feel like you have to ride. And like it's important to know what you can do, and that's the way of moving forward.
I think probably not so much for you to take on board now, but maybe in like 3 or 4 years' time. Make the most of every single minute you spend training, because every minute you spend freewheeling is a minute lost. So if you go out training and you freewheel down a really shallow gradient and it's like a really quiet road, you could be losing precious minutes of your training time there. This is going really deep now, but like just bear with me.
So don't coast.
Don't coast.
Yeah. On a fast section.
Do it. Yeah. And it's again not so much now, but in the future, if you really want to make the best out of your performance in cycling, nutrition, your food, the food you eat should be your #1 priority out of anything.
Does this buffet tick the box?
No, there's no broccoli or chicken there.
But not tomorrow.
But I'm just saying that's like 3 or 4 years time, but it's just something to bear in mind.
Do you guys feel hungry all the time then?
Sorry?
Do you feel hungry all the time?
No, you shouldn't feel hungry.
You shouldn't.
But you got to eat
Do
the
you
right
though?
things. No. You got to eat enough for the right things.
As long as you're eating enough of the right stuff.
Yeah.
And what would you consider the right stuff? Protein and broccoli and...
Yeah, a bit of everything really,
Everyone's got a different opinion on it. It's impossible to give you an answer that fits the bill really. Google carbohydrate cycling and just start with that. That's where I'll start with.
Do they make you stick to a strict diet?
We don't have a nutritionist, unfortunately, because I believe that is the #1 thing that matters, more so than training. Because a lot of guys will go out and do the training and then they'll eat quite badly, and you can't out-train a bad diet. It's as simple as that. That's the rule that I live by, really. So even if you fueled on biscuits and cakes, which ideally would give you energy, no, it's common sense in some ways, I put. That's about 17 years away. I think I'll be hosting club dinners. Yeah, variety, and just kind of 2 hour rides are like a nice short, sharp intensity, cherry on the top, like. Usually have 2 rest days a week.